Sometimes I imagine when you see people celebrating when they are failures, it's only someone who doesn't really know what's going on that want to believe or want to pray for his country to fail. Forgetting the fact that if your country fails, which means you have equally failed. And if your security forces fail, especially your armed forces, I don't know which country you will have to stand with. First and foremost, we must look at ourselves as Nigerians. And nobody will change Nigeria if not Nigerians. If you sit down to think that any other person will come from somewhere and liberate your country, then you should think twice. So that is why it's very important for citizens, renewed agenda citizens. Citizens make up the country, and it is citizens that will uplift the country to where they want it to be. If we do not do that, then the country will continue to fail. But this country will not fail because God has blessed this country. If you remember some years back, some countries have predicted that 2015 Nigeria was going to pack up. This is 2025, 10 years later, we're still standing strong and still moving forward. We will continue to shame all those that don't mean us well. I'm standing here today because I have the privilege of being born in Nigeria. I had the privilege of attending my primary secondary school in Nigeria. I went to Nigerian Defense Academy. Vice Admiral Gambo were the ones that brought us up at the academy. When we graduated from MBA, we met generals like Lieutenant General Buratai. My first contact with him was when he was commandant in the Nigerian Army School of Infantry, then as a brigadier general, and I was a colonel. Gradually, he became the chief of army staff and developed and expanded the Nigerian armed forces because of commitments. I think people don't really understand that the military is a family. And our family transcends just friendship. It goes down to family line. We find that mostly we know our families, we know our children, we know our parents. That is how we grew up. And so mentorship in the military is unique because it's continuous. Every one of the retired personnel that here has played major roles in our lives, me particularly. Just support your government, because without your support, it's not possible. National security, citizenship, everybody has a role to play. It is when we come together to uphold this that this country will thrive, not allowing the enemy to break into gaps between us. Boko Haram started because we protected them. They started as a small group, and if it had been nipped in the bud, we probably wouldn't have gotten to where we are today. The Lakrawas came in, we brought them in, and we said they are our friends and their families until they started attacking us. The message here is when you grow a monster, he grows beyond you and wants to take more from you. So we must learn to say no to monsters. Any evil one that means by planning any evil against this country must never, ever be supported, because it is the silence of the majority that gives them that opportunity to grow to who they become.